Little gems, and happy Ayyamiha! I hope you celebrate these days of Ha to the fullest with your family and friends. I know that this year our celebrations will look a little different, so we have to get creative in ways we show loving kindness to those who may cross our path. Today I wanted to share with you my favorite story of how Baha'u'llah celebrated Ayyamiha in the Mazra'ih as told by Adib Taherzadeh. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and comment below on how you celebrate Ayyam-i-Ha with your family, because we're all looking for new ideas all the time. Alright, let's get into the story. In the spring season, Baha'u'llah used to stay at Mazra'ih for some time. Baha'u'llah did not live at Mazra'ih or Bahji at the time. He used to go and stay in Akka sometimes. Mazra'ih is situated at a distance about 2 farsangs, or about 12 kilometers from the city of Akka. To attain his presence, I used to go to Mazra'ih in the daytime, and at night I stayed at the pilgrim house. On the first day of Ayyamiha, one of the pilgrims had invited Baha'u'llah and all the believers in Akka to lunch. I too went to Mazra'ih. Early in the morning, a large tent was pitched in front of the entrance to the garden on a delightful open space. That morning, all the believers, numbering almost 200, consisting of those who were living in the Holy Land and the pilgrims, came to Mazra'ih. Around the time of noon, the Blessed Beauty came down from the mansion and majestically entered the tent. All the believers were standing in front of the tent. Then Mazra'ih, standing in the presence of Baha'u'llah, chanted a dawn prayer for fasting, which had been revealed that day. When the prayer was finished, the Blessed Beauty instructed all to be seated. Every person sat down in the place where he was standing. His blessed person spoke to us, and after his utterances ended, he asked, "What happened to the feast? Is it really going to happen?" Thereupon, a few friends hurried away, and soon lunch was brought in. They placed a low table in the middle of the tent. His blessed person and all the Ahsan, the male descendants of Baha'u'llah, sat around the table, and since there was more room, he called some by name to join him. Among these, my name was called. He said, "Agha Tahir, come and sit." So I went in and sat at the table in his presence. At some point, Baha'u'llah said, "We have become tired of eating. Those who have had enough may leave." I immediately arose, and his blessed person left. At first, the food which was left over on his plate was divided among the friends, and then group after group entered the tent and had their meal. Everyone at this feast partook of both physical and spiritual food. I got the prayer of fasting from Mazra'ih and copied it for myself. Then, in the evening, all the friends returned to Akka. Alright, little gems, I hope you enjoyed that story just as much as I do every time I hear it. Some of the pictures you saw are of Mazra'ih as you would see it today in Israel, and some of the black and white ones were around the time of Abdu'l-Baha, so I just wanted you to see what things would have looked like back then. I hope you have an amazing Ayyam-i-Ha with your friends and family, and I hope you provide good cheer for everyone, and I will see you in my next story. Bye, little gems!